Hey again, it's Martin and thanks for watching. I'm starting out in Cambridge in the UK and planning to cycle around the world. So far we've made it to Norwich and today we're going to go around the coast and finish up in Ipswich. So, good morning. It is Saturday morning, the 26th, I think, of April, 2025, and I'm down in Norwich. So I've driven down to Norwich this morning. We're going to start a run from Norwich down to Ipswich. I'm going to head into the train station to start, but before I do that, just on the way into Norwich and come across Norwich City's football ground, Carrow Road. Came here to watch Celtic play a few years ago. Celtic, I think we lost 2-0 actually in a testimonial game, but I remember it being a cracking evening, so I'm going to get some shots of the football ground and then we'll get on our way. I dug out some footage of that match. This is Norwich against Celtic. It's from 2012, so over 10 years ago now. The atmosphere that night was fantastic. It was a testimonial for Adam Drury, long-serving Norwich player, and one of the real strong memories from it is this song at the end that the Celtic fans just sang over and over again. Don't sell my court. It was in my head for literally weeks after the game, but it's still the thing I remember most about that night. But it was a cracking night and great to see Celtic down south as always. Anyway, let's crack on. So it really is some lovely cycling out of the city of Norwich. Within about 10 miles you get to a lovely spot on the Broads called Wroxham, and then a few miles after that, in the direction of the coast, you come to St Benet's Abbey. Now St Benet's Abbey is it's a beautiful spot. It's more accessible, I think, by the riverboats than by actually the bike, but you can get there on the bike, and it's just an interesting spot. It's the only monastery in the whole of England that was not closed down by Henry VIII or his acolytes, and it's a bit of a ruin, but it's just a really nice spot. Stuck the drone up and got some nice footage, and you can kind of see the boats on the Broads. So anyway, on from St Benet's Abbey, and within another hour or so, you're at the coast. Into the town of Great Yarmouth. Great Yarmouth is a pretty typical seaside resort, a bigger town than places like Cromer and Sheringham that I passed on the North Norfolk coast, but there's some pretty cool seafront here, and a pier. You can get your fish and chips as normal, and then it's pretty soon after you head out of town, you're into the county of Suffolk, a new county. And I headed for Southwold. I got a really nice big pasty, and then back on the road and headed into Ipswich for the train home. And that's it. End of day 3. So we've covered just over 400 kilometres from Cambridge around the coast to Ipswich over the course of 3 days. Now, normally, whenever I pass touring cyclists on the road, they're on something that's a little bit sturdier than my bike. This is kind of the common thing. This is a steel-framed, it's a Genesis Tour de Fer. Now, my bike is a lightweight triathlon bike, really, like a time trial bike, set up not to be comfortable, but to go fast. I love it to bits, but for the coming adventure, I've been looking at something a little more robust.
I need to be careful not to let my wife catch me watching that kind of thing on the internet. But anyway, next time we're going to take a boat. Next time, very exciting, we're going to catch the Shotley ferry to take us from Suffolk into Essex and continue on our way. Talk to you next time.